Yep. And
Cool.
recording.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome you guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog back with another OneTake podcast. Today it is Monday. It's something. I don't know. We're recording this on a Sunday. Just know, the day this video drops is on Monday. We just gonna sit and talk about everything we saw from DC Fandome yesterday. I watched most of the live stream. I don't know if Primo Kage was able to catch some of it, but we kept an update on everything that was coming out. No, legit caught a lot of stuff, and there is a lot to talk about because I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely thought everything we saw yesterday was amazing, and I don't even know if DC, after seeing the reaction, the fan reaction from DC Fandome, oh my God, oh my bad, y'all. Did I cut off? Because I got a phone call. But after the fan reaction from DC Fandome yesterday, I don't know if we'll even ever see them at Comic-Con again. Give me y'all overall thoughts on just like everything, the whole presentation, and all they did yesterday.
I agree. Was it you who said in the group chat that they may never do Comic-Con again?
Yeah.
I agree. I don't. So I think there's like two parts to that. Like, do they ever need to do Comic-Con again? No. Will they? Yes, because you need that revenue, right? Hotels and convention sites and all that stuff. But in my opinion, from what I saw, the clips y'all seen, I did get to catch like the tail end of some of the. I think I started watching when they did the CW Flash panel, whatever the case may be. I thought it was great. I don't think there's ever a need to ever do in person again. I mean, I guess you can, but like you don't have to. I think they should forever kind of live stream it like this. I mean, sell online tickets. I mean, sell tickets for people to be able to watch it online. I thought it was great.
Well, basically, I'll put it like this. Huge success as far as I can see. But I'm going to say this, like, even if they do decide to go back to being in person, there's no need for them to join Comic-Con. They can have their own DC comic convention.
Right.
Like, they have it set. As long as they keep it going like the way they are now, you're good. You're golden. But this is the issue. Can they top this every year? I know they're doing another one like this in September. So that's the issue. Are you going to be able to keep bringing that hype?
Does Marvel not, though?
Yeah.
People get so excited about Marvel just because Marvel tells like a great continuous story. Like I don't think the vast majority of people care about Black Widow, but I think everyone's curiosity is how does she fit into that greater story, that greater Marvel. I'm curious, right? Like I want to know because there's gonna be some scene that connects, it to the next phase of the Marvel movie. So it's like, will this probably be the greatest Marvel movie or top 5? Probably not. But will it be a good story? Probably so. Will it have some nice action stuff, some funny stuff? Yes, it will. So I think DC has set the tone to be able to do this every year, just like Marvel does.
Let's hope so. True.
That's true.
Because I'm thinking,
go ahead, Fred.
I'm optimistic about this, but I'm actually also I forgot the word for it, but
pessimistic.
Not pessimistic. I'm optimistic about it, but I'm just hopeful about it. I'm just trying to be realistic about it.
Optimistic.
Cautiously optimistic. That is the correct term.
That's fair. I mean, because DC, I say that they had their stumbles in the beginning. The past 2 years has been solid.
They have been solid.
Yes, that's my big thing. And it's like, and as much as we always were, they say, shut the hell up. We got this. And after everything we saw yesterday, it's kind of like, well, let me just sit back and enjoy all that we got going. But I know we want to talk about everything, but I want to go in order on.
Wait a minute. I think we should talk about the biggest news that I think people were most excited for yesterday. And that was the animated Superman, Man of Tomorrow.
Well, that didn't come out first.
I'm joking. I'm just hating.
No, I'll be honest. Like I'm be honest. Like I'm glad the animated universe is still.
That's all the Superman I'm getting. I ain't getting no more.
Don't hold your breath. September's right around the corner.
I ain't getting no more than that.
But I was gonna say that at least the animated universe is coming back. That's my biggest thing. I was worried that the animated universe was done for a while. So.
Which arguably has been better than the live action universe up until
this point. It's not even close. It's not even close. It's like it's animated stuff competes with like, or even possibly better than like Marvel's cinematic universe. That's how great DC animated universe is. And is Man tomorrow already, or when did it come out?
I don't know. Like when you watch the
No,
trailer, it says buy it on Blu-ray and digital, but there's no release date, so I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't see it released.
Yeah, I didn't see a release date.
I always got to check those out. But let's dive into some of the first thing that came on yesterday. That y'all know, it's my girl, my favorite live action hero, Wonder Woman. That Wonder Woman 1984 trailer. My reactions are absolutely thought it was perfect. I lost my mind seeing Cheetah, like the stuff with Chris Pine. I think that's actually starting to make sense because it seems like Maxwell Lord is like giving everybody what they want. But we all know if you give people something, you want something in return, and I think that's going. And like this, the thing about this movie, the whole Chris Pine stuff, it was good in Wonder Woman, and I thought it was great in Wonder Woman. But this one, they start off this whole thing together, and like you really finna see them like as a couple, and then you know by the end of this thing, it's gonna rip her. He's gonna get ripped from her again, and even knowing it's gonna happen, you still not even prepared for it. But overall, what y'all thoughts on the trailer?
I'll go. I feel like Wonder Woman has set a bar now, and she hits and exceeds that bar consistently. My biggest hiccup, or the thing I was kind of iffy about, was seeing Cheetah in her costume, right? In costume. And then I saw it, I was just like, Justice League all over again, from the cartoon, like all over again. As a kid, I was like,
yes.
they nailed that. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure that's not makeup and prosthetics. I'm pretty sure that was CGI, but I couldn't tell. Like I couldn't tell.
I think they mixed it. I think it's a mixture.
Okay, because I remember seeing that thing. I don't know which one that was. I agree with you with the, the love interest. What's the guy's name?
Chris Pine, Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor. I do agree with that. I did sit there and think about, that's not really him. Like I don't think that's really him.
Oh, I seen that people say that too.
I don't think that's really him. And so, like you said, I do agree it's gonna be ripped away. You can't go wrong with that movie. The cinematography, the acting is great. The scenes that we do get are amazing. Like I still lose my mind over seeing her swing on lightning. Her running down the street. A new scene for me is when she throws the lasso around Cheetah, and Cheetah's like, "Nah, bitch." And she
Bruh.
Whoa, like that scene, that's like I think one of my new favorite scenes for like the trailers that we've gotten. You can't go wrong with them. It was perfect. Like I have no complaints about anything on the trailer.
I want to start off. I want to start off by saying this. I got criticized for putting Wonder Woman 1984 on my top 5 DC live action movies. That's how I want to start this by saying I was so far correct.
Fred, it's still not out yet, so stop.
It still counts.
There is a possibility. It is extremely minute that movie could bomb.
That's why it's on my number 5 spot.
Highly unlikely. No one's betting. It's the smallest percentage that it could bomb.
But that should be enough for me to say anything. Super excited, super pumped. So she can swing not only on the freaking lightning, she can also swing on clouds, apparently, going off the trailer.
All that.
Like, I was like, the fuck? Like, Spider-Man type shit? Like,
why I let this woman fly?
I don't know. They just let her. Let her fly.
She's so majestic. It's ridiculous. Also, I have to give credit. Now, granted, we haven't seen the whole film, but just a little bit of Kristen Wiig that I saw looks different from anything that I saw.
She's ever done. Yep, anything she's ever done.
Like I'm like, yo, is she finna steal the show? Like
she might. Never know.
Listen. I got them Heath Ledger Joker vibes. Like you almost kind of like root for her because I think her acting, because Kristen Wiig is usually in those dumb rom-com comedy movies or whatever the case may be. She's never serious, and I think she's finna shock some people because I feel like this is her chance to stop being typecast because she plays kind of the same personality and everything to me she's in before, and this is her opportunity.
To break free.
People might come out of that thing chatting cheetah, like, and not Wonder Woman. Like, I agree with you there.
Yeah. And I think the whole hey, you had everything handed to you, you know what I'm saying? That right there, I'm like, oh shit. Like she coming, you know. Would you let's say legit?
I basically want to end what I was commenting as far as Wonder Woman with saying that I wish we would have already seen this movie. I really do wish. I'm so sad because that's my biggest regret, just seeing this trailer, like knowing that I could have already seen it.
That's the upset part about this shit, is that this movie.
That's the part that really, yeah.
So I do want to ask y'all, I know we can't spend too much time on too many topics, but do y'all think at some point Warner Brother gives in and does a digital release, or do they wait? Do they hold? Because this, I feel like this is the
they holding it.
They're holding
Wonder Woman effectively is the headliner right now until Batman comes out. If and when we ever get another live action Superman, she's the headliner right now.
Yeah.
The only way I'll see them releasing it is if, for example, Batman gets too close to release date. Then they might release Wonder Woman and see how it goes. Maybe.
No, listen.
Maybe.
The end of that trailer said only in theaters. They let you know like there's no chance this is going to digital. You gonna see this in the cinema. And to be honest, the movie theaters opened up down here Tuesday. So
let me say this. I think Mulan releasing on digital is the first big budget film to ever be released on digital. If Mulan does well, and part of the reason I think Mulan will do well, because we ain't had shit this year but fucking Trolls.
Yeah.
Trolls was like the only major, and it did amazingly. I think Mulan will do well just because we ain't had none. People been sitting home. I was one who didn't want to see Mulan. Probably wouldn't have seen it. I would have waited till it was on pop. I wouldn't have paid to see it. Let me put it that way. And I'm probably gonna drop that $30. Oh, I ain't gonna say drop the $30. I'm gonna watch it, but I ain't gonna pay for it.
I'm probably gonna end up dropping the $30 for my family, and then
I ain't got the 30. Now, okay, we gotta move on to the next one because we're short on time. The next one I want to talk about, like I said, we're going in order. We gotta talk about the Snyder Cut. Like,
I think you missed a video game, but just saying.
No. I'm gonna get to them just in case we don't have enough time.
Okay, that's cool.
Let's get
Snyder Cut.
Let's get the big. I want to get y'all thoughts on the theme music. Come Together was my anthem that year.
I got you.
Hallelujah. So I feel like it's been used a lot in a lot of movies.
It's also been used in Watchmen.
Right, it's in Watchmen. So for me, it's
Zach uses it a lot. He must like it.
Right. I don't want
it's a callback to
be so different from the first version that he messes up stuff. Right. Not saying I didn't like the theme music. It works. It's a great song. But Come Together, I think fits that because at the end of that trailer, Flash is talking about how Darkseid has went against so many worlds and stuff like that, and Batman says he's never fought us united. Come together. That would have been perfect.
I think Zach want to get as far away.
That's what he's doing.
That's what Josh as possible, right? Because listen, that trailer starts off with Darkseid. I said, wait a minute, you gonna come out the gate like this?
Swinging.
Like that trailer, I really feel like the purpose of that trailer was let you know, y'all
this is different.
The movie, like this is completely different.
This is
like
different.
That trailer Superman ends up fighting, seems like he's gonna fight the last fight with the black suit on. Like I'm like, bro, what is
which I hope.
Does Darkseid actually invade and take over? Because we see like the fallen.
Don't forget,
like,
don't forget, Justice League is supposed to tie to BVS, and BVS there was a time travel element into it.
So
with Flash traveling.
I'm so curious because
don't forget that
you were a doubter for a while. Do you still doubt that this movie reignites the DC universe, right? Like we know there's a multiverse, right? Like that's been confirmed. But do you still doubt that this movie reignites something within Warner Brothers in that DC cinematic universe to where we will get these type of team ups again with the core that we got in Justice League? I think Snyder Cut gonna do something. I think Snyder Cut is gonna change the perception.
It was confirmed though. It was confirmed. The Flash movie was gonna bring them back together to this DC cinematic universe.
That's what and that's what I was just finna hit on.
But we
I
still ain't
think
got no
after
Superman. We
seeing
still ain't got no
this,
Superman. We ain't got no Superman. He can't be headless like in Shazam through a whole 2.5
No,
hours.
listen,
no, no, no. That's what I'm saying.
listen,
Like
we
if it's
will see
Flashpoint,
Superman.
if
We
it's
will see
Flashpoint,
Superman in. I think we're gonna see him in Shazam. I think he's
And we will
definitely
see
going up
see
against
him in
Black
Black
Adam.
Adam. We will see him in Black Adam. The Rock will get his way. Superman will be
Of course.
Kal-El, Clark Kent, Superman. One of the three will be in that movie some way, form, or fashion. The Rock will get his way.
Yeah. But back to the Snyder Cut, I feel like after seeing that trailer, my only skepticism, and it's small, it's like some movies have came out after Joss Whedon's Justice League. So I'm kind of wondering, like, because like we know the author that we the Aquaman that we see in Justice League, and then we seen him in his own film. So I'm kind of wondering, you have to kind of erase what you've seen and who he became, and go back to like who it used to be.
Right. Well, I'll put it like this. I feel like it can still work out because they only referenced the movies because of the backlash behind Justice League. When they were making these other movies, they were kind of like just small hints, just like, oh, didn't you fight so-and-so? Or didn't you do this with the League? So they just mentioned those things. I don't feel like it was too implied. Like even in Shazam, Superman was headless, like you mentioned. So we really don't know. I feel like we'll still be able to fit if they do reignite the universe. I just feel it would.
No, it's gonna be interesting to see, especially like the whole Ben Affleck stuff.
What do y'all think about it being broken into 4 1-hour parts?
I'm fine with it. I prefer that over 6.
So here's the thing. I didn't see this. Y'all may know. Do we get it all at once, or is it going to be released like once every week or 2 weeks?
Once every week. I'm like, I heard it's going to be released once every week. And I was watching this woman beyond the trailer. She did an interview with Zach, and he said after every episode, there's going to be something else. You know what I'm saying? At the end, maybe I don't know if it's like them talking about it or something.
But he said, more than likely,
said,
like Game of Thrones.
But like it was to me, actually, I would have wanted just like before I could just drop it.
I agree. I agree. I would have put it off, but they gotta make money.
Yeah,
they gotta make money. They gotta make money, and they gotta draw attention to it. So drawing it out draws more attention to it than a one time.
But let me ask y'all this question real quick, or what this last thing on this. Did it do what you thought? Well, did the trailer do what you wanted it to do?
Every bit of it and more. Every bit of it and more. I mean, so another big scene for me was it seemed, I could have been wrong. It seemed like Flash running through the Speed Force. Did y'all see
it
that?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. And that, I feel like he's like tapping into different multiverses, because Zach mentioned that a little bit. He said we're gonna do something with the Flash that's never been done before. So I'm thinking, I don't know what is going to happen. I don't know if he's going to run into Grant Gustin again. I have no
time travel, Flashpoint.
Listen, the multiverse thing is so exciting because we get multiple Batman. We can get multiple Wonder Woman, Superman. They're dead. They did like just so many different things that this opens up for the Marvel.
They can do what Crisis on Infinite Earths on the CW did, but bigger and better. Like
reset the universe.
Right, with movie money.
Exactly. That's with big movie money. I'm happy we getting this stuff. I'm super happy we getting this.
Yeah. I can't. I'm excited. I mean, because this may be the only glimpse of Superman I get for like the next 3 years. So I'm gonna take it.
True. You're right about that. Now, the trailer, I think that surprised all of us. Listen, I was expecting to see some stuff from the Batman. I was not expecting a full 2 minute and 24-second trailer.
Yeah, I was expecting like a little, 20, 30-second teaser. Yeah. I wasn't expecting a full. When y'all sent it, I thought it was just like them talking about it. And then I was like, well, shit, them the boots. And then they showed the whole suit, and I was like,
yo,
that's the whole. Okay, so we gonna show it all. Okay, I'm in it. I'm picture.
A lot of people have been saying this, and I tend to agree with them. Do y'all get like some Gotham vibes from this, man?
It's
like the TV show.
It's because the Riddler's there. The Riddler's there. Now,
listen. that brother asked, "Who are you?" The first part of that answer was with about 62 and a half punches, 32 elbows. Listen,
bro.
that was
And
one of
then
the
he said,
situations where like your homeboy get in the fight and you see he chill out, bro. Like what you like? Stop. Like
Hey man,
I don't know.
it's over.
Listen, I've seen a lot of speculation. This Batman kills.
That man, he might, he might, bro. Cause listen, I'm pretty sure that dude he beat up is definitely in ICU.
Listen,
Like even after he fell to the ground, he got on top. I'm like,
he got on top
the
of
fight
it.
is over. What is you doing? He done. Leave him alone.
and then he answered. He didn't even give his name.
Listen,
I am
that is
vengeance.
I am
arguably
vengeance. Oh
I am
my
vengeance.
God.
that is arguably one of the best fight scenes I've ever seen Batman do. And it was like 15 seconds.
Bro. 15 seconds with 35 punches. Like it's crazy. Legit, what you think? I know you was excited.
So the biggest thing for me is this. My biggest question is I hope they don't do Hush the way they did it with the animated movie. Because one of my buddies said that, hey, the Riddler's in it, they're going to do Hush. They're going to do Hush. I'm like, bro, you only saw the animated movie. Like, no. Hush is so much better than what they did in the animated movie. I want them to do Hush like in the comics. That I would love. But I do like how they're playing the detective. Like, for the first time ever, you see Batman standing in front of police in an investigation. I've never seen that before in any live-action Batman.
Black Jim Gordon. That threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. That still messes with me because the Jim Gordon I feel like we got in the Dark Knight trilogy, he was perfect. He was so great as Jim Gordon. I felt like he was really good. This other guy, I don't know his name, but I know who he is. Great actor.
Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah, in Westworld, in the Hunger Games, great actor. I think he'll do the role justice. It just it just throws me off.
It kind of opens up another thing because like you probably get a black girl one day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what I was gonna say was, okay. Now here's like it's not necessarily a gripe. There's one thing I definitely did notice. Why I do like him, the scenes of him as Batman, the scenes of him as Bruce Wayne doesn't look like Bruce. It seems like
he doesn't.
Nope.
Out of control, because we know Bruce is very calm, and somebody pointed this out that like the reason Bruce Wayne being Batman is such a big surprise because he doesn't have it just like it'll catch you completely off guard. But this one was like he seems like a unhinged person, you know what I'm saying? So
he seems creepy.
That's gonna be my only thing.
He seems fantastically. Like Christian Bale did a great job of like the alter egos, right? Just why people love Christopher Reeve's Superman. The switch between the two, there has to be kind of a line. They can't be the same person.
He knew how to act as the rich guy. That's what it was. He knew how to act as a rich kid.
Right, and I that kind of was my gripe. Like when he wasn't in the bat suit, he was still Batman. He wasn't Bruce Wayne. So like, I guess we can see how that kind of plays out. But
he was too moody.
Listen. He was
brooding. He was brooding as Bruce Wayne.
If I'm finna get 2 hours of him Bruce Lee and thugs, I'm in. I don't care.
Yeah, he didn't miss. Like,
so tell me this, dude. He's not in the same universe as our current DCU Superman.
Nope.
Complete another Earth.
Nope.
Yep.
So
also it's currently, it's like I thought it was gonna be like take place in the 90s. This takes place in current time. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing, I don't know. We see him in Flashpoint.
Yeah, I would love it.
Only reason I don't think so is because of Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves kind of want to do his own thing, and I think they're gonna let him. And he don't want to be like, okay, you don't want to pull a Marvel, be like, hey, you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think he's gonna have a cameo in Flashpoint. I don't think he's gonna be the new Batman.
Because we know Ben isn't back for good.
No, he's not.
I don't know why the hell Ben came back.
I think he came back just to wrap it up, just to wrap up Flashpoint. Hey, turn in the mantle by doing this last role.
I'm glad he did, but that does mean like
I think he came back because Snyder. I think he saw the Snyder cut and was like, yeah, I actually like. And then he had the personal problems. Maybe all that stuff like kind of gone. It's like, well, we got a spot for you, and don't forget he gave them notes before he came. Like, well, I come back. Let me give you some notes on the script and like what I would want to do with this character if I'm coming back to it. And they took them into consideration. And we shared the song, and like, okay, cool, we can. So you would do it? All right, cool. Well, we have to take care of that.
Which I read a couple articles about that. It seemed like it shocked a lot of people because they didn't think he would come back.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure. The Flash movie was basically overshadowed by Ben's back.
I mean, which is fair. I mean, a lot of people we thought he was done. A lot of people love Ben Affleck as Batman. I like Ben Affleck as Batman. Like I really enjoy watching him as Batman. I'm just curious as to like. We're doing the Snyder Cut. I just refuse to believe that the Snyder Cut is simply just a money grab, right? I do believe if this thing is successful, HBO gets subscribers and there's a lot of hype around it, we will get another team up. Like we will.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I agree.
You're doing the Suicide Squad a second time.
We don't talk about what time is it?
There are 132.6 people in this movie.
There are dude, listen, I am a DC fan through and through. Okay, hold on. What time is it? I gotta know.
We got time.
Okay, so we gotta talk about Suicide Squad. Let me tell y'all something. I know a lot of DC characters.
I didn't know half of them.
Man, I think I only knew the people who was in the last movie, bro. And Mongol. That's it.
It was about half of them. I had no idea who they were.
King Shark is a shark.
I'm like, who the hell are these people? And what? I know a lot of them gonna die, but that movie looks so much better. Listen, I know there's parts about the first one I really do dig, but it's just like, yo, they actually fighting people. It's like a war, so I know it's gonna be funny. You got the kid. I mean, I gotta see what the chemistry with the cast is like. You got all these people who have all these different personalities, and some of them gonna die. It's just gonna be doing crazy shit.
Tell me how you do this, right? We had the first Suicide Squad. Harley Quinn is in it. We have a Harley Quinn movie. Obviously, Harley Quinn is in it. We do a second Suicide Squad. Obviously, Harley Quinn is in it. I don't know what time period this woman is in anymore.
It doesn't matter. She sells and she gets around, so it's fine.
I'm confused from a continuity standpoint.
I don't know if she sells now. I don't know about that.
I'm so confused. Like I'm starting to get X-Men continuity confusion with Harley Quinn.
No. Think about this. The first one, at the end of that movie, she got broken up. She got broke out by the Joker, and then she ends up going to jail. She got broke out by the Joker.
She breaks up. They break up.
They break up. She breaks up with the Joker. By the end of Birds of Prey, she's just out on her own. She got caught again. It's not surprising the Harley Quinn get caught again. Okay. And then they put another chick.
This could also take place before Birds of Prey.
This Suicide.
I think it takes place after.
So that's what I'm saying. Like this Suicide Squad, we know exists inside the Justice League cinematic universe. Like we know they're in.
Because we've seen Batman. Yeah.
So yeah, like that's the thing that just confuses me from that standpoint. It's like, who are these people? And where's Will Smith?
Well, couple things.
That's the only thing missing. I'm sorry. That's the only thing missing.
Couple things I want to say.
You say that.
I know I'm a Will Smith guy. I do. But Will Smith alongside Idris Elba and Margot Robbie again and John Gordon.
They got Idris Elba to replace Will Smith. He's bloodshot.
I feel like the only person we're missing is Morgan Freeman somehow.
Watch him be there.
I would have said Samuel, but Marvel's got him taken already. So we'll have to take Morgan Freeman. I was like, I knew all of those actors. I was like, Morgan Freeman's got to be in this movie doing something. Is he God from Bruce Almighty in this movie? Just give him a role.
Bro, they got Michael Rooker in I'm like, who? What? They got, did you see Weasel?
John Cena.
Just looks like the corniest character ever. But with based on who he's playing, I'm like, it's probably gonna actually work.
It works.
Like what you were saying, Fred?
A couple things with Suicide Squad. My biggest thing is probably the fact that Bloodshot is replacing Deadshot. That's just kind of a given because they couldn't get Will back. I just kind
Yeah.
of see that kind of
So
going.
so wait a minute.
But
Will isn't done as Bloodshot. From my understanding, there was like
Deadshot,
some
Schedule.
yeah,
He was shooting a King
schedule.
Richard movie. You know
So
what
he
I'm saying? Yeah.
could come back.
in
Oh,
the future.
listen, if this movie is successful and they get James Gunn to direct the sequel, oh yeah, you got Will. You can get Will
Well,
in. Easy.
well, here's the thing I was going to bring up about directing because I actually wanted to bring that back a little bit to the Snyder Cut to this. Do you feel like if we do end up expanding to the actual DC, universe itself, a DC cinematic universe, should there be one person in charge, like Zack Snyder was supposed to be, and then have spin-offs with like James Gunn say, hey, you can do everything but stay within this box so we don't mess this up? Do you
That's
feel
what
like?
That's what Marvel does though. Like Kevin Feige is in charge of Marvel,
Yeah.
and he has his his directors who
So
he trusts and generals or whatever the case may be. I don't think it's a bad thing if it's the right guy. Is Zack
but
Snyder that guy?
well, I'll say this much.
Let me say this. We hated on Zack Snyder. Dude had a vision. It just took us too long to see it.
Exactly. That's where my
Yes.
thing was going to be at. But then again, we don't know if it's there yet or not because we haven't seen the 4 hour movie yet. So I might be speaking out of turn. But from what I've gotten, I got a feeling that Joss Whedon, that kind of stuff, kind of had the Star Wars effect, to where there wasn't enough communication between all the movies for the final trilogy. Whereas if you do have Zach be in charge of all this stuff, James Gunn is used to working in that kind of stuff before, right? In that kind of field of work, I guess you could say, because he was over in
Yeah,
Marvel.
I feel
So I
like
feel like if you get that vision out there, and Zach apparently had the vision, they just forced him to make all that into BVS. You know what I'm saying, right? Make all
Yeah.
this happen. It's like, well, there's no way for me to make it happen except for this hodgepodge.
Let me say this though. Let me tell you why I don't think so. I like that idea. But let me tell you why I don't think we should. Think about all the success that we've had recently. They gave the director free range and just said, go make a movie. Now, everything is loosely tied together. So I don't think you need to put it in that big, like, even if something happens, like, hey, think about the universe they've already built. And if they want
No,
to
but
bring
that's the
something together,
point.
it's
That's the
very
point.
easy.
If he commands it, you can have it loosely connected. That's fine as long as it's connected.
I'll say it like this.
I mean,
If
it's
it's good,
connected now, though.
Because they're
it is.
superheroes and in the comic books, there exists as team ups and whatever the case may be. If you want these characters to go for years, decade, like Marvel had, you have to team them up. Otherwise, you just like with Batman, you do 2, 3, 4 movies, wait 4, 5 years, reboot. You do 2, 3 movies, Wonder Woman, wait 4, 5 years, reboot. I don't think that's what fans like. I don't want to
That's not
reboot.
sustainable.
Right. That's not sustainable. You can't keep doing that. Like eventually they will have to team up. And I think that's how you keep them going, right? Like they get together, they team up, and then they go do their separate things. And I think it doesn't have to be overly obvious that they exist in the same universe. Just like you said, Fred, loosely they loosely know each other exist and are accessible, right? Whether that's Flash and the Speed Force or whatever the case may be. But I do think at some point there has to be some interactions outside of your own world or universe or whatever the case may be. Because otherwise, like, how many standalone Wonder Woman movies or Batman movies can you do? 2 or 3, and then you're done. Then you reboot. New story, new cast, whatever the case may be. So I do think you have to do that. Because, like,
Yeah.
listen, we got 3 Iron Man movies. Would Iron Man been able to have kept going without a team up?
No, because you just think strictly of those 3 movies. I mean,
Third one started
you
there
got,
basically.
They started
yeah,
to.
they all were less.
Yeah.
The first one, I mean, second one wasn't good as the first one. The third one wasn't good as this. I don't even know.
Second, yeah, so
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we want Gal Gadot for 8 to 10 years, Pattinson for 8 to 10 years. Henry Cavill's still young. I hope he comes back 8 to 10 years. The Rock just don't age. You can have him for 20 years. Zachary Levi, Shazam, Jason Momoa, the same thing. Dude's like 42, like 10 years. I mean, he could still play for team, whatever the case may be. I mean, they put him in suits. They just need to be in semi-shape. They don't have to be ripped. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could get these guys for 8 to 10 years. But I think 3 max is all you get if you don't do a team up.
Yeah. I think it'll just be like the team ups are just to be kind of like refreshers and like kickstarters until like they can go do something else again. Because I don't get me wrong, I definitely want these guys teaming up. I wouldn't mind seeing a fucking Justice League versus Suicide Squad movie. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit is great. It's just I don't want it to be like they feel like they forcing it. You know what I'm saying? I want it to come like from a sample like, oh, we did this in this movie. Just so happens that connect with this, and we can, you know what I'm saying, we can connect the dots and make it work. Not just the overall vision works, but then I like the way that they're going now, and down the road maybe. Down the road most definitely I want to see something. But right now, I like what they're doing.
All right,
I definitely like what
let's
they're
wrap it up.
All right. Okay. Before we just real quick. The 2 games that were announced yesterday. Did you watch the trailers for them?
I did.
Listen, I have one issue in this small. Y'all know Red Hood like my 3rd favorite comic book character. His mask looks more Deadpoolish and look more like mesh than like metal. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. Other than that and like the whole like miniature movie with the Suicide Squad kills Justice League. They didn't miss yesterday. DC did not miss. Like they evil Superman. That's your favorite. I ain't gonna say your favorite Superman, but you love evil Superman.
I do.
I love evil Superman. Like he finna kill them immediately. I don't know how he get away. Boomerang throwing boomerangs at Superman, and it seems like he threw a wooden one. He finna get vaporized. I love it.
Yeah, y'all know Injustice is some of my favorite Superman stories. Like I think I love him as the Big Blue Boy Scout. Hope, justice, truth, all of that. Love it. Every now and again, it is nice to see him on the other side of that.
Cut loose.
For the right reason. In Injustice, right? The story, Joker, Lois, whatever the case may be. In this one, it seems like they killed the Justice League, right? Like he's just evil for the sake of being evil.
Something he snapped.
It's kind of for the right reasons, right? Like, what to me, it humanizes him, which is like a big gripe that people have about Superman. It's tough to relate to him. What a lot of people can relate to losing a loved one or whatever the case may be, and what you would do if you had his powers. So yeah, I'm all about it.
All I have to say is, oh my fucking gosh! I don't know how they're gonna top it. I don't know how they're gonna top it in September.
Oh man, this is
Henry Cavill back as Superman, and we're getting a Man of Steel 2. That's how they top it in September.
They top it for you.
That's how they top it for you.
Superman's gonna be in Black Adam and Shazam 2.
That's gonna be great.
That would work. That would definitely work.
The title for Shazam 2 is Wrath of the Gods, which I don't even know what that means. I've been reading Shazam comic, which I thought they was gonna go in that route, which is that world they just built in the comic for Shazam is very vast. But like Wrath of the Gods, what could that possibly mean?
Zeus.
Boy, you said something, boy.
Zeus.
You said something.
I want him to go up against the Olympians. The Olympians, Zeus, Poseidon, Hades. Yes, the big three.
About it. Just think about this. If Zeus was like, yo, I'm tired of this world, I'm finna end it. And Shazam is the Shazam family. They fight Ares, Zeus, and like
exactly, the Pantheon. You're welcome.
That's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Maybe we
But anyway, I did to say though, Gotham Knights.
In September, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's great. Listen, I think we're done. Unless you want to do a random question, that's on you.
I don't have a random question. Not today. Okay.
Cool.
All I gotta say is
for next time.
DBC may wait for the big three.
This was good. You guys let us know what you thought about all the stuff you seen from DC Fandom down in the comments. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you guys staying safe. Peace.